So, we're early morning practice. So these pajama yoga sessions, it's a fun little name that I've decided upon, but ultimately these classes are just pretty much an exact replication of the things that I do in the morning when I wake up first thing. I'm definitely sporting a manly voice today. We were at the lacrosse game last evening, so it was late getting home, going to bed, and of course lots of cheering, so I can feel that in my voice. But yeah, one of the ways that my practice has really evolved, and it's completely different than what it used to be, but it's really evolved into these gentle early morning sessions where I come to my mat, I just do some simple movements to wake up the body, to lubricate the joints, to get the bodily fluids moving, but also to just set my mind and body in some kind of, coherence so that, as I move throughout the day, there's not this disjointedness that can happen really quickly. It's not to say I don't ever get disjointed. However, this really helps me feel that much more in flow with each and every day, more present, more aware, and more like myself. So yeah, so these classes are just that, an opportunity for you to gently wake up and to invite your yoga practice first thing in the morning, and then see where it takes you from there. Plus, it's nice to have it checked off the list. So we're going to start lying down. Come on down onto your backs. And then as you come down, let's just keep the knees bent. Soles of the feet on the floor. Hands can rest on the body, maybe somewhere beside. If that feels better for you, feet maybe a little wider than the hips, maybe not. And the most important thing I've found about my pajama yoga, my early morning sessions, is to not think, but rather just listen. Just really turn up the volume and listen. What does your body need in this moment? And because it's the early morning, for me anyways, my mind tends to be much quieter than at other points in the day. So I can hear what it is that my body needs that much more precisely, and then choose to give it to it. So take these first few moments to just simply land. Notice your breath. And then just really deepen it. Letting that nice fullness of the inhale take place. And then that real just soft emptying out. Early morning sessions is another perfect opportunity to not just wake yourself up, but also to cultivate a loose plan for how you might need to show up today, how you might need to support yourself. So if it's a big day, you have a big event, something that you've been working towards, you can take this time to really set your energy and your mindset up to support that. So hold space for what the rest of this day has scheduled. And then get clear if there's anything that you can do here in the next 15, 20 minutes to really support that. Maybe it's to breathe deep. Maybe it's to set a positive intention. Maybe it's to really ensure that the body has lots of fluidity, lots of strength, lots of stability to it. All right, go ahead and let yourself enjoy one more nice full breath here. And then a deep breath out. And then go ahead and let your fingers and your toes wiggle. Let your Chin gently roll from one side to the other side. Take your arms then and reach them over your head. Point your legs long. Let's just come into a nice full body stretch. Arch the back if that feels nice. Oh, welcome the yawn if it's there. And then let's come into banana shape. So swing both arms, both legs over to one set of corners on one side of your mat. It doesn't matter. We're going to go right away to the other side too. So just arch over, stretching one lateral piece. Breathe deep into that side body as it stretches through the inhale. And then there's this kind of releasing as you exhale. One more nice full deep breath here. And your breath out. Okay, come on back through your center line and go right away to the second side. Cross an ankle, hold a wrist, it doesn't matter. Don't, make it about more than it has to be. Just let it be what, you can uncover, discover, and support yourself with here this morning. Breathe deep. And a full breath out. Again, nice, full, rich, deep breath in. And your full breath out. One more here, nice, full in breath. And your out breath. Come on back through your center line. Release the arms, rebend the knees, place the soles of the feet to the floor. Let your feet live about hip distance apart. Here, let's just do a little bit of lifting and lowering through the hips. Ground the feet. Inhale, lift the seat, point those knees forward. Exhale, let the hips come back down again. Again, inhale, root the feet, lift the seat, a little half bridge. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale again, root the feet, lift the seat. Let's stay here this time, not forcing to get really high, more to establish some nice grounding through the feet as you point those knees forward. Avoid clenching through the glutes. Let this be just a little lift and a little experiment of a small inversion, letting the head, heart live below the hips. Full deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, slowly return the seat, come all the way back down to the mat. Take your right knee into the chest, lace the hands around the shin. Roll that right foot and ankle a couple of times in one direction. And then go the other way. And then come back to a point, flexed, relaxed foot, whatever works for you, and hug and squeeze that knee in and onto the right side of the chest. Full deep breath in here. And then a full breath out. Now take your time and slowly unfold that leg, lacing the hands behind the hamstring, and watch for when you meet that bit of resistance. Keep your foot relaxed to start and see where that is on the scale of bent leg versus straight leg. Avoid, pushing the leg so straight that it floats the head up or jams the back of the neck. And then let's just floss the nerves in the back side of this right leg by inhaling, flex that right foot. And then as you exhale, point the toe. Again, flex, breathe in. Point, breathe out. One more time, flex, breathe in. Point, breathe out. Now go ahead and flex the foot and then slide now your left leg long. So you've got a bit of scissor action going through the legs here. Maybe the hands slide up the back of that right leg a little more. Maybe they don't, right? This is early morning, so we have to watch the expectation of what we think our body's going to do for us, especially when it's just waking up. All right, one more nice full breath here. Then as you exhale, rebend that right knee, hug again, knee into chest, left leg stays long. Let's come into a twist. So when you're ready, take your right knee across towards the left, adjusting in your space as need be. And then let's start out with the right hand resting here on the right side of your ribs. Breathe into the space that's twisted here, down the spine. Maybe there's some creaking and cracking. Then press into your left elbow and see if you can adjust the left shoulder a little bit, which in turn will let the right shoulder ground a little more. And then maybe the right arm now extends out to the side. Feel free to turn the head and look in the same direction your right hand went. So just really gently, okay, from the hips, through the midsection, through the shoulders, then into the neck and arm, we find the twist. Full deep breath here. Full breath out. Now keep your right arm as it is, or maybe move it up on a little bit of an angle over your head. Again, brightening up through that side body, the underarm, and breathe. One more nice full deep breath here. And your breath out. Slowly, let's release this. Arm comes back. We turn and roll back onto the back. Shift back to the midsection of the mat. Rebend both knees, land, pause. Full breath in. Full breath out. Notice the brightness. For me anyways, down the right side of the body, you might feel the same. Let's go left side. So hug now left knee into the chest. And then a couple of ankle circles, left foot. Spin it around a couple of times, one direction. Spin it the other direction. Hug that knee into the chest. Let that left foot be flexed, point relaxed, whatever works for you. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, and then again from here, gently unfold the knee, lacing the hands behind the hamstring. Keep your foot relaxed to start here. Again, just meet the resistance through the back side of the leg. Head, shoulders at rest. Breathe in, flex the foot. Exhale, point the toes. Again, flex. And point. Again, flex the foot and point. Okay, then you can let the foot land however it wants to land. Flex, point, relaxed. And then we'll straighten now the right leg long on the mat. Breathe into the opening between the legs, across the hamstring, maybe into the right side groin as we yawn and stretch our limbs. Full deep breath. And your breath out. Slowly rebend that knee, hug the knee into the chest. And then let's find our way into this reclined twist. Take the knee across towards that right side. Again, adjust and scooch the bottom hip under if that's what needs to happen for you. Start again with the left hand just staying on the left side ribs. Let yourself land in this, initial phase of the twist. See how it feels. Maybe there's some creaking, cracking in the body as things wake up and the joints become more lubricated as the stiffness of sleep dissolves. Okay, then pressing into your right elbow, see if the right shoulder might be able to position itself a little flatter on the mat. Maybe then the left shoulder feels like it lands a little flatter. And then let's see if the left arm might have the potential to extend to the side. Turn your gaze if that feels right for you. Big breath in here. Big breath out. Again, inhale. And your exhale.
And then from here, maybe that left arm reaches up on a diagonal if that feels right for you. Across the shoulders, across the arm, across that lateral body. Big breath in. Full breath out. And slowly untwist. Bring the arm back in. Turn the gaze. Bring the knees. Everything comes back to center. Knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. We're going to come back to that hip raise. And on your inhalation, lift the seat. Really firmly plant the feet, but mind again, we don't want to overuse the glutes and the hamstrings. Just stay really strong through the lower leg and firm at the soles. Then robot those arms, press into the elbows, and see if both shoulders can tuck underneath you as you lift perhaps just a smidge more into the half bridge. A little stretch and release across the neck, a little bit of thyroid stimulation as we're literally waking things up. Hands can stay roboted here as if holding some kind of energy field across the front side of the abdomen, or straighten those arms on the mat, maybe even hold the edges of the mat or lace the fingers if that's part of your early morning practice. Again, it's not forcing, we're not pushing, we're not trying to get anywhere, we're just supporting the body, waking up. Breathe in, breathe out. One more here, inhale, and exhale. Release the hands and the arms, slowly descend and return all the way back down to the spine. Let's take the soles of the feet together here, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly, as the knees gently fall away from one another. Hands and arms can rest again on the floor beside you, maybe turning and spinning the palms up, or perhaps placing again the hands on the body, a gentle touch. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And your exhale. Go ahead and take the hands back to the sides of the legs. Draw those knees back towards one another. Let's just walk the feet about mat distance apart. Let those knees start to fall in gently. And then let's sway. So left knee falls in a little bit more, right knee falls out. Go back the other side like a little windshield wiper, opening the front of the hips just a little bit more, and that little twist. One more time each side. And then again. And then let both knees fall to the one side. Let yourself roll from your back over to that side. Take your time and then slowly rise and come on up to sitting. As you come up to sitting, feel free to grab any bit of support, prop to position underneath the seat to support your seated practice here. Take the hands then on the knees, on the shins. Let's do some cat and cow seated. Roll the shoulders back, lift, brighten the throat. Exhale, round it out. Again, wave forward and round back. One more, wave forward. Round back. Sit tall in the middle, sweep the arms, lift, look up, inhale. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Let's get that left side body stretching and opening again. Turn the gaze down over the right hand on your in-breath. As you exhale, look up underneath that left arm. See how that feels on the neck. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, rise. Come all the way up. Both hands, arms again over the head. Exhale, left hand comes down. Anchor with the left. Right side hip anchors down. Look down over the bottom hand. Breathe in. As you exhale, look up, maybe underneath that right arm, stretching, yawning, opening the side body. Full deep breath. And out. Inhale, rise, both arms again over your head. Exhale, this time twist. Right hand to the floor behind you. Left hand finds right knee. Sit tall. Try not to lean. We have a tendency to want to lean towards the side that we're twisting to. From seat to crown, stay nice and tall, nice and vertical. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, untwist. Send those arms again overhead. Twist to the second side. Left hand to the floor behind. Right hand finds left thigh. Sit tall. Root to crown. Breathe in. Exhale, turn. Again, full breath here. And out. Inhale, come on back through to center. Sweep the arms. Lace the fingers. Press the palms towards the sky. Stretch up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Let those hands and arms come down. Let them rest on the legs, in the lap, palms down, palms up, whatever works for you. Soften the gaze or close the eyes. Find your breath and follow it. Let it be a nice, full, even, slow, nurturing and nourishing breath in. And your breath out. And as you flow with the breath, feel the body aligned from seat to crown. Tall, calm, awake. And ready to move through the rest of your day. Feel free to, of course, remain here, seated in a kind of quiet meditation, just noticing the breath, feeling the body sit tall, feeling the body in its wakeful state for as long as you need, for as long as you'd like. You're welcome too to come back down to Shavasana and rest on your back for a few moments also. Whatever it is that's going to support you as you move from your mat and into the rest of this day. And then when you are ready, you can let your hands come together in front of the heart and just for a quiet moment to acknowledge yourself for showing up, for practicing presence, for caring for your body, and for checking in with your mind and where this day may go. Just because we have a plan, though, doesn't mean to say it's going to go that way. So let yourself be in flow. Let yourself face experiences, obstacles, joyous moments with nothing more than a willingness to be present, so that in that present moment you have the capacity to see clearly and to find your way through to the other side. Om Shanti, 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 Om Peace, Peace, Peace. Namaste.